It's time for the Daily Stand Up Podcast presented by AgileDad with your host, Lee Henson. Without any further ado, let's get started. An interesting question was proposed to me by someone who is on a job search. So this person's looking for their next opportunity as a Scrum Master, and they asked me, they said, quote, "What happens to the Scrum Master if the team no longer decides to do Scrum?" And it caught me off guard because I'm like, yes, Scrum Master is a title, and yes, it's directly related to Scrum, but does it mean that anything changes? I know that sounds weird, but let's put it into perspective for you. So you're in an organization, and they decide we're not going to do Scrum anymore. We're going to do Safe, or we're going to do Kanban, or we're going to do whatever the case may be, right? So they're just updating what they're going to do. But they say, oh, that means we don't need a Scrum Master anymore. Well, that's not necessarily true. I think where I'm going with this is that the Scrum Master's role is evolutionary, meaning that over time, the responsibilities and accountabilities of the Scrum Master will certainly evolve. But then the question becomes, what does the Scrum Master do during this transitionary period as they're trying to learn more about how to properly facilitate and understanding team dynamics and looking for continual improvement? How can they be instrumental in guiding teams in the organization through change and take on more of a coaching accountability? And that's all a great question. It starts with some of these transition steps. So let me give you a couple of steps, a couple of things that I see that when organizations say, hey, Scrum might not be our cup of tea, or we want to eliminate the Scrum Master role, here's some things the Scrum Master can do. So right out of the gate, the Scrum Master should be a team collaboration advocate, meaning that they have expertise in fostering good collaboration and communication, and you need to hone in on that value. It can improve the way the team communicates. It can improve the way to collaborate. It can help them be effective during value stream sessions or during planning sessions. So you need to make sure that you understand that the team collaboration advocate, i.e. Scrum Master, is critical to help make sure the team stays on the same page. Because usually the Scrum Master is often referred to as the team doctor or the team psychologist. And if you think about it from that perspective, it just makes sense. How about number two? Number two is the one that I'm seeing more and more of. This is the one that's growing. A change agent or someone who's involved in change management. So a lot of people who are in Scrum Master positions are starting to lean in on Agile change management. And the Association for Change Management Professionals has recently brought me in to do a workshop with them, talking about the bridge between Agile and change management. And it's shocking just how close these two are related. You can help organizations navigate transitions, navigate change, all while making sure things go smooth and maintaining team morale and making sure that everyone's being effective and efficient. So change agent is definitely one of those roles. How about number three? They can focus on continual learning and development. Now, notice I didn't say continuous, I said continual, because it is going to go for a little while. Then you have to introspect, correct, switch course, adjust, pivot, and move on. And if you continually do this cycle, it's going to help you improve. So you can start to emphasize your attention on learning and development, on research and development, on focusing on better engineering practices, focusing on sharing knowledge and skills with each other throughout the teams, and building a reputation for being a person who's a bridge builder, not someone who burns bridges. Okay. How about number four? Number four is they become a consultant and advisor. So you understand Agile so well that a lot of times they'll put you somewhere near Agile Center of Excellence or at the head of the table so that you can lead meaningful discussions regarding how we're going to adapt and what things are going to work and what are our new workflows going to look like and how we can facilitate integration. There's so many things that you can add a value as a Scrum Master to that conversation that it just makes sense that they leverage these things and put you in a position where you have the opportunity to talk about it. And then finally, number five, they can enhance organizational resilience and adaptability. So someone with really strong Scrum Master skills can really enhance the way that they do things. They can create strategies to help the organization quickly adapt to market changes, customer needs, technological advancements. They understand the concept of a ba fa ta. They can promote an agile mindset beyond specific Scrum. They can contribute significantly to building a resilient and flexible organization that thrives in a dynamic business environment. There's so many things they can do, and I think that we need to pay attention to those. How about number six? They can focus on product development and customer focus. Now, this is for a limited subset of those people who are Scrum Masters. Sometimes they have the chops to really dig in and say, okay, I want to switch to product, and they'll do well. many people don't do well in that switch or transition to product. So it's one of those things where if you have the skill set and if it's something that's in your wheelhouse, it could work, but it's not carved out for everyone, right? So it's one of those things that if you can become closer to the stakeholders and understand customer interactions and understand technological needs, you can expand your accountabilities and really dive in and do way more than you ever did as a Scrum Master. I guess my point here is that if you're going to get to the point where you are transitioning out of the Scrum Master role into doing something else, you're going to need to get your head around these different, I don't want to call them titles, but these different responsibilities so that you can align accountabilities with the organization so that you can show that you're still there to add value so you don't become one of the ones on the chopping block. That's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have a topic you want us to discuss, learn more at AgileDad.com. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, I encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care.